I'm Susan Weisbauer from Well-Trained Mind Press, and this is Mel Moore, who is the managing director of the press. And we are here to talk to you about our Grammar for the Well-Trained Mind series, which is for middle grades and up. And it is a complete course in grammar. It starts with a noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea, and goes all the way through these complicated, complex, sort of multi-level sentences. The program has really three essential parts. There's a core instructor text, which is green. And this has in it everything that you, the parent teacher, need. It has the dialogue for you to follow, it has explanations, it has all of the rules. And then the student needs a workbook and a key. You go through the lessons in the core instructor text, the student completes the exercises in the workbook. Many of the sentences are drawn, as many as we can, are drawn from actual literature, from real books. They are real sentences, not made up for the sake of grammar learning. You can also add to it this comprehensive handbook of rules, which is just a great reference tool, pulls out all of the rules, puts them in here with examples of each one. You can get this to accompany these. You don't have to, but it's nice. You can use it independently if you just want something for your kid to take to college. So this is the basic program.
And how many workbooks and keys do we expect to have for the entire program?
Well, our sense is that most students need to go through this whole process about 4 times for it to really stick. So ultimately, there will be 4 sets of workbooks. This first one is the purple workbook for mysterious reasons. The second one will be known as the red workbook, and you will see why that is when it comes out.
And we used to call this the first workbook or workbook 1.
Yes, if you have an older version of this, it may have a 1 on it. So our idea when we conceptualized this course was that students would be able to start with any workbook set, right? Because the point is that you go through all of the rules and all of the examples, and then you put that knowledge to use on different sets of exercises, different material to really help it stick. So you can start with any workbook, it doesn't matter which one. This just happened to be the first one we did, but we found that putting 1 on the cover was really confusing to people because they thought they had to do that one first, which they don't.
So when the red workbook and key come out, the student could start with that one, or they could start with the purple one.
Or they could start with purple one.
Now,
or in future years, they could start with the
blue or yellow.
Blue or yellow ones, yes.
So if a student has already gone through a different workbook and then they start in the red, how should they approach that if they've already completed one?
Our assumption is that most students who start, no matter what book they start in, will probably not get all the way through the workbook the very first year. It's a lot of material. They'll probably go on through the first half pretty easily and then slow down considerably. So either they won't finish it, or else the second half won't really stick as well. So if you've already done one workbook set, when you go to the next workbook set, just expect to do the first weeks a lot more quickly. That will allow you to really slow down towards the end and concentrate on those things that are a little bit more challenging.
Brilliant. And there's also reviews throughout the workbook, so a student could theoretically take a review quiz and see how they do on that.
Absolutely. So especially if you've already done a year of this, I would suggest starting with review 1, which covers the first 3 weeks. Students who can do that with minimal trouble probably don't need to do the first 3 weeks at all. That really gives you the chance to customize it to the student's own pace.
And we are very excited about the Red Workbook and Key coming out soon. We will be having extended samples of that up very shortly. And in the meantime, the Purple Workbook and Key are available, and we hope you enjoy this program as much as we do.